Darcy Sharp. This is his 6th X Games appearance, coming off of his best performance, though, of his X Games career at X Games Aspen when he won gold in slopestyle.
He's still walking on cloud 9. And can he carry that momentum with a backside triple 1440 attempt? So 3 riders down, 3 falls thus far. Darcy, I really thought he had it. Had great snap on the takeoff, but just landing a little bit on the heels and on the back foot there, throwing that one away, Brando.
So Darcy Sharp, a gold and 2 silver medals in his X Games career. Yet to find the podium, though, in big air.
Backside 1440, run 1, went down, run 2, sticks to a back 12. So he takes a little rotation off that 1440, holds it to backside 1260, but slips out on the landing there. I really hope we get a close-up of his face again, because I think he's growing a mustache right now, ladies and gentlemen. That's a fun, interesting tidbit for you.
Wow, you'd be right.
Oh yeah, there it is.
He wants to do everything.
Yeah.
So here's Darcy Sharp trying to clean things up. Can he land something on his 3rd run?
Backside triple, here you go, Darcy. X Games gold medalist from Aspen slopestyle, puts down his 1st run here at Big Air in Norway, and just gets some lift all the way to that 3rd and final blue line in our landing. The reason those lines are there helps the judges see how far the riders go down the landing, also helps the riders get a good eye on the landing. It's hard when you're flipping and spinning like that, so those blue lines are a good point of reference.
Darcy, of course, a member of X Games sibling royalty. His sister Cassie, 2-time gold medalist in the pipe on the ski side. So Darcy Sharp, the rail slayer, who we fully anticipate to put it down in slopestyle tomorrow, trying to put something down here in big air.
Frontside 1440, reminiscent of Mons Roysland. So now he's got 2 scores on the board. This is where it gets interesting. The club's full, but these guys all got VIP passes, so everybody's squeezing into that podium conversation.
I'm on the list.
I'm on the list, he says.
Tom.
Darcy Sharp just does this big air dirty like that. That was very well done. But I agree with that point, that sentiment that you made just before Rene dropped about Parrot and McMorris. If McMorris could land an absolute hammer, I think that shuts the window on Parrot, just because Parrot only has 2 tricks, McMorris has 4 landed tricks. But he falls there and Parrot puts something down, now we're talking.
Darcy Sharp.
Switch back 12 double, switch tail grab.
And Darcy, after starting slow here in the Monster Energy Men's Snowboard Big Air Final, has clearly saved his best couple of runs for last. Does that make enough noise, Craig, to jump him up in the standings? Sitting in 5th.
Me thinks he goes to 3rd.
Well, it doesn't matter what you think, because the judges already. He's hungry.
And that's an understatement.
Max Parrot, your defending gold medalist, twice over, the most dominant man in the history of this contest.
Oh my! Somebody didn't check their blind spot. There was just a car accident in the landing. How yard does he go?
Dizzy, I'm dizzy.
Boom! The impact sustained on that landing could be registered as a small earthquake.
As he continues to stack tricks. So here's Max Parrot, who went absolutely yard on run number 1. Can he soften his landing here on his 2nd attempt?
Oh my goodness. It's not the trick. He's doing the trick perfectly. It's that landing that is just fighting back.
We talk about Max Parrot in a big air contest, and it's about as automatic as anything in sport. Crazy to see him go 0 for 2 to start this contest.
Cab 16 triple on those first 2 attempts and just no landing.
Never in first place, so he really had a little bit further real estate to climb, ended up with that silver. Now that he's got that top spot, this strategy could work if it holds.
He's got the high ground, if you will. No pun intended.
Max Parrot, can he land a run? Yup.
Okay. I honestly would have jumped out the window if he didn't land. And we're pretty high up.
We're very high.
The reason being is Max just doesn't fall that many times. Yeah, maybe once, maybe twice, 3 times, no sir. He was rotating the cab 1616 every single time. It was just that landing that was giving him a little bit of trouble, but not on jump 3.
So we're closing in on the 7-minute mark. The scouting report on Mark McMorris is that don't let him get in his zone.
Yeah.
Don't let him do these 2 tricks with these variations. And he's done just that.
Yeah.
And there he is at first.
You got to jam out the run early. You got to jam him up.
So here's Max Parrot finally put something down on his last run.
Oh!
Whoa.
And just like Mark McMorris, Max Parrot, don't let him get in his zone, because once he lands it, once he's feeling it, that back 16 comes so easy for him.
We've said it before, when Max Parrot finds his rhythm, there's just no one more automatic in this discipline than Parrot.
Yeah.
And that jumps him all the way up into 2nd place. We call Mark McMorris the closer. Did he close the door on Max Parrot, or can Max do something absolutely psychotic to overcome those 2 falls and win this contest outright?
Ooh, frontside 1616. Now, let's just do some math real quick. I'm not good at it, so I might need your help.
There would be no math, but go on.
Frontside 1616, we just saw Max put that one down. Great look at it right there. He had the cab 16 triple.
Correct.
And he had the back 16 triple.
Correct.
3 16s. Mark
3 different flavors.
went frontside 14, cab 12, back 16, back 14 Indy. So 4 tricks as opposed to Max's 3 tricks. Mark's were done very well, Max's were done very well, but it just comes down to that conversation. Is it 4 or is it 3?
And you see Mark right now doing the math in his own head.
Jinx.
1st and 2nd place sitting right there. Did Max do enough to overcome Mark on that final run? And he does it! Mark McMorris wins gold!
Mr. Lavender.
Mark McMorris going with the Earl Grey T kit here today, trying to break the all-time medal record.
Gets going on the front 1440 triple, starts the final the right way by landing an absolute hammer. And
How many times have we seen him do this, Greg?
Countless. Gets a good look at the landing throughout the entirety of that 3-flip trick. Makes no mistake.
And let's not mince words. Mark McMorris is on a mission. Hasn't quite had the season that we expected, didn't quite have the performance we thought at Aspen. But now our current leader, Mark McMorris, trying to add to his ridiculous 18 medal count.
Switch backside 16, 20. It's a title fight, and Mark's going for an early knockout. He wants to end this thing in rounds 1 and 2.
I don't need a judge's decision. I don't need a TKO. I gotta swing with power, says Mark McMorris.
Started off with the body shot, front triple 1440, goes for the kill shot in the switch backside 1620. Boom!
So Mark McMorris, our current leader, just stacking. What does he do now, big brother? Run number 3.
He goes backside 1620. Backside 1440, grabs Indy. So I like the grab selection, and maybe saves that back 16 for later on in the event. But this is the position that you should be so envious of if you're not Mark McMorris. he has 2 solid landed scores. So he can go to work now. That backside 1440 Indy, that adds a great degree of difficulty from maybe Darcy Sharp's backside mute 1440.
Now
so Mark's got some room to work with.
And remember, he was riding like this in big air at X Games Aspen. So we're closing in on 2.5 minutes. 2 riders left to drop in for their 4th attempts, meaning each of these riders should get 1 more attempt. Our current leader.
There's that back 16 I was talking about. Okay.
Have yourself a day, Mark McMorris. Are you not entertained? He gives that claim.
And just like Russell Crowe in The Gladiator, he comes to fight, comes to play. Every single time he is dropped in tonight, he's put something down. That will sit atop.
Mark McMorris, our current leader, how does he play it knowing that Max Parrot is getting hot as this contest is going on? This is his final attempt.
Puts it down, the king of consistency here in Norway tonight. Mark McMorris, cab 12.
I love it, Craig. I love it, though.
Little brother's smart, okay? He went backside, front side, and then he saved that cab 12 for right at the end because he knew he'd be in a position like this, where if he just put something of substance down, he can essentially shut the door.
1st and 2nd place sitting right there. Did Max do enough to overcome Mark on that final run? And he doesn't! Mark McMorris wins gold! And by doing so becomes the most dominant winter athlete of all time.
Right here.
Hey, Mark.
Oh, hey, Jack, how are ya?
You want to hear something really cool?
What's up?
You just passed Sean White for the most medals in X Games winter event history. Are you kidding me? How big of a deal is this to you?
Oh, man, I think just to have a career like that is a huge blessing and honor, and I've had some rocky times, so I didn't know if I'd ever get one of these again, so it feels truly golden.
Did you ever think as a kid watching X Games that you'd come this far in your career?
I just wanted to be a part of the X Games. I never thought I would share podiums with the likes of Max or Darcy or even Sean for that matter. So it's a dream come true, and I'm just glad to be where I am.
Well, congratulations. You landed every single hit. We're so proud of you and can't wait to see where you go from here. Congratulations, Mark.
Thank you, Jack.
The most dominant athlete in winter X Games history. He stands alone in the record books with that gold medal. It becomes his 19th